and gentlemen, it's Friday night. You're in Rebel Stadium. Are you ready for football?
Receive for the Rebels is number 16, Michael Hamburg, and number 14, Charlie Norman. And we're getting set to go.
Hamburg is averaging 49 yards per kickoff return.
Here's the kick. It's a deep kick, and it'll sail into the end zone for the touchback. Very impressive kick, Jim. That ball didn't even stay in the field.
Yeah, Jordan and I were watching him warm up before the game, and the first thing Jordan mentioned was, hey, watch this kicker. He has some kind of a leg.
Wow.
We saw it right there.
Wow. Wasn't even close. It landed past the goalpost on the kickoff. So the Rebel offense will start this game off at their own 20-yard line, moving right to left. Garrett Common will lead the offense on the field.
Last week, first play of the game?
First play of the game was a touchdown pass from Common to right. And Common will start this game in the shotgun with 4 wide receivers. Cameron Wright to his right side. He's going to send Wright out in motion. He takes a snap. He's looking. He'll throw out to right side, and it's dropped. The pass is almost intercepted there on the far sideline as they tried to hit Wright on the swing pass, and it bounced out of his hands, incomplete.
Yeah, Rick, you're right. I mean, that's a pass, right where you want to catch it if you're a receiver, but it bounced out of his hands forward, and it came dangerously close to being intercepted. That would have been a big play on the first play from scrimmage.
Second down and 10 from their own 20. This will be the second play of the ball game. Common will stay in the shotgun, trips to the near side. Cameron Wright in the backfield alongside Common. Common will take the snap, and he'll hand the ball to Wright up the middle, and there's not much running room. The defensive line stands him up at the 20. They'll spot him at the line of scrimmage. Big number 99, the defensive tackle, Jacobian Guillory. The junior defensive tackle, big-time recruit for the Trojans that time, clogs up the middle. And no running room for Wright. Third down and long here on the opening series of the ball game.
Yeah, Guillory, Rick, as you alluded to, got penetration through that Rebel offensive line and grabbed a hold of Cam Wright. Just couldn't get away. And anytime you're being recruited by LSU and Alabama, and you're in a kind of a battle between those two teams, you're pretty good.
Common will be in the shotgun alongside Cameron Wright. 3 wide receivers and an up back. And some the crowd making noise on the far sideline. They're going to send Hamburg in motion. Common's going to roll out to the right side, looks back left, throws the ball across the middle, and it's incomplete. Pass was high, and it was between 2 receivers, Michael Hamburg and Zach Murphy. And that'll bring up fourth down for the Rebels, 4th and 10.
Yeah, he was trying to. It looked like he was trying to hit Murphy deep, Rick, on a post route. And actually, Caleb Brown, number 24, the safety, had a chance to pick it off, but he misjudged it, mistimed his jump, went over his head, and I think Murphy felt like that they might be intercepted, so he didn't get to the ball.
Peyton Todd on the punt. He'll kick a high hanging punt. It's going to bounce in Rebel territory. It'll cross the 50, and it'll still roll. They'll down it at about the Ash 46-yard line. So good starting field position for the Trojans on their opening possession. And Jim, we heard Coach Arledge talk at Rebel Club today at lunch. He said, the Rebels were beat up 3 very physical games in a row with Noxubee, Neville, and Ruston. So they gave them Tuesday and just no pads, and they just to give them some rest. And they came back Wednesday in pads, and he said the practice was pretty sloppy. And so he said, hopefully we don't play like we practice.
It doesn't carry over to tonight. But not, right. And I guess you're alluding to maybe the start, not the best start offensively that you'd want to see from the Rebels. But you might, give a little credit to the Ash defense.
That's right. Judd Barton, the sophomore quarterback for the Trojans, will lead the offense on the field. Trips to the far side for the Trojans. He's in the shotgun. He's going to send a man in motion. He's going to stop in the backfield. 2 running backs. He's going to hand the ball off this time to the right side. He slips. He's got running room across midfield. Down to about the West Monroe 48-yard line. Gain of 7 on the play. That was the running back, Juan Stafford, the senior wide receiver, actually, that was motioned in the backfield and took the handoff. So second down and 3 for the Trojans.
Yeah, good penetration by Dalvin Hutchinson, but he just couldn't quite get there in time on that speed sweep to make the play in the backfield.
The Trojans now will come to the line. 3 wide receivers again with an up back. Barton in the shotgun, going to send his running back out in the flats. It's an empty backfield now. He's going to take the snap. He's looking to throw. He has plenty of time. Throws it over the middle. He's got a man that's caught at the 25. Slips a tackle and wrapped down at about the 20-yard line. Bradley Williams on the stop for the Rebels. But the pass across the middle was complete to number 86. That's Michael Williams, the sophomore wide receiver. Been one of the leading receivers for this Trojan team. So a nice throw. Had time to throw that time, Jim.
He did,
and completed the pass.
He certainly did. Nobody, empty backfield, but he still had time, and Williams with his 7th catch of the season.
Barton takes a snap, looks, and he throws it out left. He's got a man on the screen, and he's hit immediately by number 19, Noby Harris. They're going to give him a gain of 1 on the pass completion. I don't know how either. What an unbelievable hit that time by Noby Harris as he read that screen beautifully.
You know, Rick, you've got to have a pretty good arm to throw it that far on the little slip screen. You got to have confidence in your quarterback, too, to call that play.
Barton will be in the pistol this time. He'll send a man in motion. He'll take the snap, toss sweep out to the right side, trying to get to the edge, and he won't do it. It'll be a loss of about 2 yards on the play as the Rebel defense. Luke Bell, Tanner Zordan, and Dalvin Hutchinson there on the tackle for the Rebels. So that's going to bring up 3rd down and long now for the Trojans. The ball is spotted at the West Monroe 21-yard line. And based off the kickoff, Jim, I would say they're in field goal range.
Yeah, I would think so, too. Andrew Gleason, though, with a great job at defensive end. Of course, you played defensive end, and, you know, he held that play up, had penetration, and then his teammates got there to finish off the running back.
3rd down and 11 for the Trojans. Judd Barton, the sophomore quarterback, number 2, will be in the shotgun. He's got an up back to his left side. He's going to send him in motion from left to right. He'll take the snap. He's going to look to throw. He's feeling pressure, throws a slip screen. It's caught and wrestled down at about the 17-yard line. It'll be a gain of about 4, so not near enough for the 1st down. The slip screen thrown to Brandon Quinney, the senior wide receiver at that time, tackled by Noby Harris.
Yeah, another good play. Sure tackle by Noby Harris. Was, you know, he was fun to get to talk to him. He's not a real talkative young man, but I enjoyed having him on the TV show. I know you did on radio.
Yeah, it was a treat. The Trojans will send out the field goal unit for a 4th down and 7. This will be a 33-yard field goal attempt. Here's the snap, and there's movement early. The kick is plenty long enough, but they may call offsides on the Rebels.
I think the Rebels, there was a little shift right at the end by the offensive line.
From the snap, false start.
And you're right, Jim. They shifted. The offensive lineman moved just a little bit, and it drew the Rebels offside, so that's going to back them up 5 yards. And it'll go from a 33-yard field goal attempt to a 38-yard field goal attempt, and the kicker is trying to get the crowd up over there for him, cheering him on. They're going to back it up. Actually, the ball will be held at the 30-yard line, making it a 40-yard field goal attempt. And they're going to restart the play clock.
Yeah, and I think the Rebels might have gotten a break on that. Now they're moving the ball.
They spotted the ball wrong. The referee backed it up a little too much.
I think the Rebels might have gotten a break on that. It looked like they were offside.
38-yard field goal attempt by Reynolds. Here's the snap, the hold, the kick is up. It's long enough, and it is wide left. No good. So Caden Reynolds, the senior kicker, had plenty of distance on the kick, but it was wide left, and the Rebels will take over.
Stanley, looked like one of your little pull hooks.
Well, it did, and of course I'm glad that they called that on Ash, because the first kick he made was actually good. It was right through the uprights, and a big break for West Monroe. And I watched the replay on the big screen, and I have to agree with you, Jim. I didn't think, I thought if anything, we were across the nose of the football before Ash moved,
The Rebels will take over at their own 20-yard line, just like the first series of the game. 8:02 left to go in this Mitchell's body and frame first quarter, no score. Common in the shotgun. He'll take the snap. He'll fake the handoff to right. He'll run up the middle. He's got room. 25, 30, 40. He's going to cross midfield. 45, 40. They're giving chase. He's to the 30. 25, 20. Still going. And he's wrestled down inside the 15-yard line. Garrett Common on the quarterback keeper up the middle. And he's down at the Ash 13-yard line.
Yeah, I've got about 67. Jordan will correct me, but about a 67-yard scamper. He faked the ball on the read option to Cam Wright, and then the middle of the field, Rick, just absolutely opened wide up, and it didn't take long for Common to find that big hole.
37 yards.
Seeing that, you'd think they watched some film on Wright last week because they were certainly keying on him on that play. Common,
they did
an outstanding run. Common will be in the shotgun, the ball at the 13. He'll take the snap. He's going to read it. He's going to hand it to Wright up the middle. He's at the 10, still falling forward, down to about the 7. So a gain of about 6 on first down for Cameron Wright. That offensive line getting surge up front that time, making room for Wright. Second down and 4. The ball is at the Ash 8-yard line.
I don't know if Garrett read it that time or not, but I think he was going to give that one to Cam after running for about 70 yards. But he took a shot, Coleman did, after the play by number 92, Austin Williams, the defensive end.
The Rebels will come to the line on second down and about 4.5. Common will stay in the shotgun. Caden Pierce in at the up back position. He'll take the snap. This time he'll hand it to Wright again up the middle. He's wrapped up at the line of scrimmage, still fighting forward. And he'll be dropped at the line. Maybe a loss of 1 on the play. They'll move him back to the 9-yard line and bring up third down and a long 5.5 now for the Rebels. And that defensive front for the Trojans, Jim, as we knew, was going to be good. And so far they've clogged up the holes when we give the ball to Wright.
Yeah, that was just an outstanding play by that defensive front to stop Cameron Wright for no gain. We haven't seen that much this year.
6:15 left to go in this first quarter. No score. Third down and 5 from the Ash 9-yard line. Common takes the snap in the shotgun, hands it to Wright on the counter. He's got room. He's at the 5, bounces off a tackle, dives in the end zone. Touchdown to Cameron Wright. Touchdown Rebels. Glassworks touchdown. Stanley in the second effort got right into the end zone.
Well, it looks like that trap play, but just to the inside that we had so much success with against Ruston right now. And, of course, Coach Ball, I'm here. I don't know if y'all can hear him hollering. He is livid at this sideline official of something that they're doing illegal across the front, and he's trying to get his attention right now. But what a great drive by West Monroe to go up 6-0, pending the extra point by Reese Altman.
On for the extra point. The kick is up, and it is good. So the Rebels strike first. They lead 7-0 with 6:02 left to go in the first quarter. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Kilpatrick's provides guidance to create meaningful ceremonies to honor the life of your loved one. You'll receive exactly what you selected. Others may offer you one thing and provide another. Your family's interest is our first priority. We offer individualized services to fit any need. Kilpatrick's provides service, facilities, and prices second to none. Kilpatrick Serenity Gardens offers many beautiful settings.
Choose wisely.
Choose Kilpatrick's.
Two minutes capped off by the touchdown run by Cameron Wright. About 8-9-yard touchdown run for the Rebels. Glassworks touchdown.
Yeah, but 67 of that came on a run by Garrett Coleman. You know, last week Ruston bottled up Garrett Coleman, his ability to run the football, and he threw it outstanding. But he really didn't hurt the Bearcats running like he's been doing all year long. But and so maybe, like you alluded to earlier, they were keying on Cam Wright a little bit too much, and Coleman made them pay.
Carson Jones set to kick off from the West 40. 6:02 left to go in the first quarter. There's the kick. It'll be taken at the 5. He'll go to the 10, 15. Got to see him at the 20, 25. Trying to get to the edge across the 30. He'll get across the 35 down to the 37-yard line. So good kickoff return for the Trojans that time. They'll take over at their own 37-yard line with 5:53 remaining. Rebels leading 7-0. First quarter sponsor, Mitchell's Body and Frame. Primetime sponsors tonight, Family Doctors of Nela, Tom Sanders Building Mart, Zaxby's Monroe and West Monroe, Ronnie Ward Toyota of Ruston, and Stryker Orthopedics.
Yeah, Noby Harris and Brooks Miller. A couple of starters on that special teams tackle.
Barton will take the snap out of the shotgun. He'll hand off to the running back. He'll get about 1 yard, maybe none. on the carry. Richard Chark, the senior running back for the Trojans, on the carry that time. And they're going to give him, they're going to spot it at the line of scrimmage. So gain of 0 that time for Chark. Younger brother of the wide receiver for the Tigers. And the Trojans will come back to the line. 4 wide receivers. He'll take the snap. He'll fake it to Chark. He's rolling out. He'll throw a little screen pass. He's at the 40, 45, trying to get to midfield. It'll be a first down for the Trojans. Tackle made that time by Bradley Williams. And the pass was complete again to Michael Williams, his second reception on the night for the Trojans, and that's a first down.
Yeah, the 8th reception of the season now for Michael Williams. He's a good-looking kid. Just kind of faked the run, and then they slipped Williams out in the flat, and he was open. Just a nice design by Ash.
Barton takes a snap. He'll look to throw. He's got a man. It's caught at the 45. That time, that pass is caught by Darrell Moore for the Trojans, tackled by Zach Knox. So Barton so far is 5 for 5 for about 50 yards for the Trojans. And that'll bring up second down and 4. They'll spot the ball at the West Monroe 45.
Yeah, Barton's got that hair coming out of his helmet, right on the shoulder pads, but you can see why they're so high on this young quarterback.
Barton takes a snap. He'll look. He'll throw over the middle. It's caught at the 40. Makes a move. Tries to get down to about the 36-yard line. And that'll be another first down for the Trojans as they're throwing the quick routes, getting the ball out of Barton's hands. And so far the timing has been accurate for this Trojan offense as they move the football down the field. They're at the West Monroe 36-yard line. 4:30 left to go in the Mitchell's Body and Frame first quarter. Rebels leading 7-0. Barton will send a man in motion. He'll stop behind the line. He'll take the snap. He'll hand the ball to Chark up the middle. Big Dalvin Hutchinson's there to meet him right at the line of scrimmage. So no yards on that carry by Chark. And the Rebel defensive line doing what they do best and clogging up that line of scrimmage. Second down and 10 for the Trojans.
Yeah, we've talked about the passing game and how Ash loves to throw the ball. Bachman, that's his philosophy. But he knows they need to run the football as well. And so far, they really haven't been able to do it.
Second and 10 for the Trojans. Barton in the shotgun. He'll take the snap. He'll fake the handoff. He's rolling right. Has nobody, and he is sacked way back at the 50-yard line. Tanner Zorden. That's going to be a loss of about 19 yards as Barton was trying to roll out of the pocket and couldn't get out of the grasp of Tanner Zorden. So a huge loss on the play is going to back it up all the way to midfield. Nice effort that time by Tanner Zorden on the quarterback sack.
Yeah, and that one's on Barton. He should have thrown it away. The Rebels had defended that play exceptionally well. He didn't have anybody open, and at that point, you've just got to throw it away and come back on the next play.
Third down and about 24 for the Trojans. Barton will take the snap. He bobbles it, regains it. He's going to throw this one deep down the field, and the pass is incomplete, nearly intercepted by Noby Harris that time. But nonetheless, it'll be fourth down for the Trojans.
Yeah, and that's the first time I noticed, and it's early in the ball game, Barton, who's just a sophomore, appeared a little bit nervous. The ball came, it was a perfect snap. He fumbled it, and then I think that last play, that last sack, he knew he should have thrown it away. He threw that one well before he needed to, and it was really a bad pass. Should have been picked by Harris.
Should have been intercepted. First incompletion on the night for Barton. So the Trojans will send on the punt team. Here's the snap, and it's over the punter's head.
But we're not running after
bouncing at the 20, and the punter falls on the ball. He'll fall on the ball at the Ash 23-yard line. So the Rebels didn't send any pressure, Jim. The ball went over the punter's head and just kind of sat there on the turf. The punter fell on it, but great field position for the Rebels.
Well, Rick, the punter had his back to the action, and so he didn't know that the Rebels weren't coming after him, and he just assumed they were about to sack him, so he just fell on the ball to protect it. And all he had to do was pick it up, turn around, and, he could have blown a couple of bubbles and then kicked the football.
Just lost his sense of direction, you would think, and he fell on top of the football. The punter was Ben Hensey, the senior wide receiver. Yeah, but a big break now for the Rebels. Can they capitalize on the Trojan mistake? First down at the Ash 23-yard line. Common will come out under center with two tight ends. He'll take the snap. He'll toss sweep out to right to the left side. He's got running room 20, 15. Stiff arms out of bounds at about the 12-yard line. That'll be a Batteries Plus involves first down run by Cameron Wright. Good blocking on the edge that time to get right the edge. Caden Pierce with a huge block, Stanley, to get right the edge.
Well, he's been that way all season long. I'm telling you, he is the real deal as far as a fullback, whether he's carrying the ball or blocking. But Caden Pierce is just an outstanding fullback and a football player.
2 tight end set. Common will be under center. He'll look to the sideline, and they'll change the play at the line. First down and 10 for the Rebels. The ball's at the Ash 12. Common will take the snap. He'll hand the ball to Pierce up the middle. Pierce will fall forward down to about the 9. Gain of 3 yards on the fullback dive. That's the old traditional veer option. And Common handed it to Pierce up the middle. Gain of 3, second down and 7. The ball now at the Ash 9-yard line. 2:30 left to go in this Mitchell's Body and Frame first quarter. The Rebels are leading 7-0 and knocking on the door.
And really 2 missed opportunities by the Ash offense. They were in the red zone once, missed a field goal. And then the last time a sack and a bad snap gave the Rebels the football.
Common takes a snap, the toss sweep out to right. He's trying to cut it back towards the middle of the field. He'll be wrapped up right about the line of scrimmage. So good defense.
Ash says they have the football.
Ash is saying that Wright fumbled the football, but the referees are signaling that he was down. It'll be 3rd down and 6 from the 8. He'll give him a gain of 1 on the toss sweep. He tried to get to the edge again to the left side and had to cut it back in traffic. So now it's 3rd down for this Rebel offense.
Yeah, and I tell you what, that would have been a news story if Cameron Wright had fumbled the football. He didn't fumble the ball a time last year.
Wow.
And I don't think he's had a fumble, lost the ball this year as well. So that's someone, a young man who secures the football.
Common in the shotgun. He'll take the snap. He'll keep it up the middle. He's got running room. He falls forward across the 5 down to the 4. Penalty flags come flying in towards the middle of the field. We're waiting as the referees huddle up on this call. It may be a holding call against West Monroe.
Yeah, there was.
Yep.
Number 71, Red.
Holding on the Rebel offense. That's going to back them up 10 yards from the spot. And the referee will spot the ball now at the Ash 15-yard line. So that's going to be, they're going to replay 3rd down, but now it's 3rd down and about 13 yards to go for the Rebels. Tough break.
Linebacker, senior linebacker Dylan Corville, he got penetration, big-time penetration, and the Rebel offensive line just, to prevent him from making a play in the backfield, grabbed him.
That penalty's decline brings up 4th down.
Wow. The Trojans
4th and 2.5.
Decline the penalty. And they're going to spot the ball back down at the Ash 5-yard line. The Rebels are going to send on the field goal unit, but it makes it 4th and 3 instead of 4th and 13. I mean 3rd and 13, I'm sorry. But 4th down now from the 5-yard line. 4th and 3, but the Rebels elect to kick the field goal. Reese Altman on for the try. It'll be a 22-yard attempt. Here's the snap, the hold. The kick is up, and it is good. Reese Altman connects on the 22-yard field goal, and the Rebels now lead 10-0. Carson Jones set to kick off for the Rebels from the West 40. Jones will kick this one deep, and the return man will take it at the 6. Crosses the 10, the 15, looking for the outside 20, 25, trying to get up the middle now. They'll be tackled down at about the 33-yard line. Now they'll spot him at the 35. There's 2 penalty flags on the field. The tackle that time made by number 91, Dontrell Cobbs, who had an outstanding game last week in Ruston with the incredible interception and return for the touchdown, as the referees are sorting out the penalty flags on the field.
They tell me that Dontrell Cobbs had a tremendous JV game as well.
Scored a touchdown in the JV game last week. They're trying to get Dontrell some reps, get him in game shape, and get him some experience, and it seems to be paying off.
Number 6.
Holding.
10-yard penalty for spot of the foul. First down.
Holding the call against the Trojans. And now they're going to spot this one way back at the Ash 17-yard line. So that negates the good return that time for the Trojans, and they'll start deep in their own territory. So the Rebel defense can make a stop here and really put some pressure on this Trojan defense. But the offense has moved the ball, like you said, Jim. Both times they've had the football, they've moved it. They've missed a field goal and then had a big 19-yard loss on the last series, which hurt them. 1st and 10 for the Trojans as Barton He's in the shotgun. He'll take the snap. He'll throw out to the right side, and it's caught by number 17 and tackled down at the 25-yard line. Zach Martin on the tackle. Good to see Zach back in action tonight. Number 38 on the stop. It'll be a gain of about 8 yards to the 25-yard line. Brings up second down and 2. The pass complete that time to Darrell Moore, the junior wide receiver. And so far, Barton has been accurate in his throws. He's in the shotgun. He'll take the snap. He'll hand the ball up the middle, and they'll call this play dead. Yeah, it may be good because Ethan Swanner almost took the handoff from the quarterback.
Yeah, good for Ash. Yeah, they might lose 5 yards, but
it won't be third down. It'll be second.
Yeah, but they will lose about 3 or 4.
Number 52, White. 5-yard penalty.
Yeah, Latavion McPhee was on that last coverage for West Monroe, now being replaced by Zach Knox. And we've got Carson Jones playing safety. That's a position we haven't seen him at a lot. Brooks Miller right now not in the ball game. Of course, Carson, an all-state returning safety, has played mostly corner, I think, this year, Rick.
Brooks Miller was battling illness last week. Had to get an IV, and so maybe they're giving him a breather. Second down and 7 for the Trojans at the 20. They'll send a man in motion from right to left. Barton in the shotgun, and the play clock has hit 0, and the penalty flags will come out. No timeout was called, so they're going to get them for a delay of game.
You know, Rick, that's tough. On first down, you pick up 8, almost 9 yards, and then back-to-back penalties, and you're all of a sudden behind the chains deep in your own territory.
That's right. There's a little confusion on the field with the play clock.
They're still. Offense. 5-yard penalty.
The referee has missed his signals twice.
Well, guys,
tonight.
I don't know if the delay of game happened before the end of the first quarter happened, but of course that's why the horn went off. But they almost went off simultaneously. But nevertheless, the West Monroe has got the delay of game penalty, and Bachman doesn't seem to be too happy about it.
The referees are going to have a small little conference there at about the 20-yard line. And you're right, Stanley. Good pickup as both clocks hit 0 at the same time.
Untimed down.
And one untimed down.
Well, but you can only have an untimed down on a defensive penalty. You can't have one on an offensive penalty. That meant the clock ran out before the 25-second play clock.
That's right.
That one's a head scratcher.
Missed call. Barton is 7 for 8 for 68 yards on the night. Second down and 13. The ball is at the 15-yard line. The Ash 15-yard line. Barton in the shotgun. He'll take the snap. He's looking to throw. He'll throw it. He's got a man. It's caught at the 20. 22, knocked down, hit hard. Big Dalvin Hutchinson running downfield to make the stop, and he made that receiver pay, Jim.
And, folks, it was a completed pass down the field, and you're right. Rick was exactly right. It was Dalvin Hutchinson, the defensive tackle, making the play down the field. What hustle by that young man.
Great effort. That's the end of the first quarter, brought to you by Mitchell's Body and Frame. Rebels 10. Trojans nothing. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Hello, I'm Stanley Dupuy. You may recognize my voice on the radio, or you may see me on the Rebel playbacks on the sidelines on Friday nights. But what you may not know is that my real job, I work at Dupuy Flooring. If you're ever in the need of any type of flooring, whether it be wood, tile, stone, or carpet, please give us a call. We service just about any type of flooring, whether it be residential, commercial, or industrial. At Dupuy Flooring, we proudly support the West Monroe Rebels.
The Graduate Shop has been serving Northeast Louisiana schools for over 50 years. We provide the highest quality class rings, letter jackets, graduation announcements and accessories, as well as caps and gowns. The Graduate Shop enjoys celebrating special recognitions with our schools, especially when they win a state championship ring. We strive to provide the best service to our schools and families as they capture these special memories. The Graduate Shop, serving our community with quality graduation products.
He'll send a man in motion from left to right, making trips to the near side. Barton takes a snap. He'll throw the ball to the right side, and the pass is incomplete. Zach Knox, that time on the coverage, But the pass was thrown over the receiver's head to bring up 4th down and 3 for the Trojans.
Yeah, just a little hitch route that time by the outside receiver. Went a couple yards past the sticks, turned around, and the ball, instead of being thrown to the outside shoulder, was thrown to the inside shoulder, and Knox was able to get a hand and knock it away. Just a pass that Barton would like to have back.
4th down and 3. The ball spotted at the Ash 24-yard line. On the punt is number 10, Hensey. The last punt snap went over his head. And here's the snap. It's a good one this time. He'll have time. He'll get the punt off. It's a high hanging punt as Murphy will settle under it, and the ball is lost. And Ash will pick up the ball, and they're still scrambling for it, but the Trojans recover the football. The Trojans have recovered the muff punt, and they'll take over at the West Monroe 29-yard line. So misjudgment there on the punt return.
Yeah, you know, Zach Murphy fielding punts. I mean, he can almost catch those balls in his sleep. You won't see him miss too many of those, but he let that one get away from him.
Yeah, I was just fixing to say the same thing, Jim, but I tell you, we have struggled all season long as a team fielding punts.
A quick in-game scoreboard update brought to you by Jim Taylor Chevrolet of Rayville and J&H Boots and Jeans. Ruston and Ouachita are tied at 0 in the second quarter. Wassman and Sterlington tied in the first quarter 6-6. Neville leads Franklinton 14-13
That's
in the first quarter. That's a good ball game. Pineville leads Natchitoches Central 14-6. And Ash will get called for an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty on the bench. So that's going to back the Trojans up 15 yards. I don't know. Maybe they were celebrating out on the field. I'm not sure. I didn't see it, what happened there. But 15 yards will back them all the way up to the West Monroe 44-yard line. So a good break for the Rebels. OCS and Oak Grove are tied at 0 in the first quarter, and West Ouachita leads Buckeyes 7-0 in the first quarter.
So there's a ball. There's 2 footballs out on the field, so one of them's got to go, I think.
Second quarter brought to you by Vanguard Realty, proud supporters of West Monroe football. Barton in the shotgun will take the snap. He's going to look to throw. It's a screen pass over the middle, and it's dropped. The ball is dropped at the 45-yard line. Pass intended that time for Michael Williams, the sophomore receiver. And to bring up 2nd down and 10 from the West Monroe 44. 11:40 left to go in the second quarter. The Rebels leading 10-0.
Yeah, a little tunnel screen that time to Williams. The ball floated a little bit because there was so much pressure on the quarterback, and the ball was low. And the receiver had to go down and get it, couldn't get his hands on it. And even if he had caught it, he'd have been down right where he was.
2nd down and 10 for the Trojans. 2 wide receivers out. Barton takes a snap. He's got protection. Now he's having to get out of the pocket. He'll throw the ball towards the sideline, and the pass is incomplete. Good coverage that time by number 19, Nobi Harris. And they bring up 3rd down and 10 for the Trojans. The pass was intended for Brandon Quinney, and it was thrown incomplete.
Yeah, but it was Ethan Swanner. Surprise, surprise, who beat his man at the line of scrimmage and also beat a back. And he put the pressure on the quarterback, forced that right-handed quarterback to roll to his left, and that caused the errant pass.
3rd down and 10 for the Trojans. Barton will look to the sideline to change the play. That's not Barton. That's Hensey, number 10, in at quarterback for the Trojans. So Hensey in the shotgun will take the snap. He'll look to throw, pump fake. He'll throw this one deep down the sideline, and it's way overthrown past the intended receiver. So that'll bring up 4th down and 10. A quick 3 and out that time for the Trojans. But it's interesting to see Hensey in at quarterback.
Yeah, well, there may be something a little bit wrong that we don't, know with Barton. He got a little nervous on that last possession. But, another missed opportunity for Ash. First of all, they had the ball inside the Rebel 30. 15-yard penalty pushed it back to almost the 44, and then they go 3 and out. So this is another
tough break.
Opportunity for them to close this gap, and they weren't able to take advantage.
Hensey will now do the punting duties. Here's the snap. It's high. He'll catch it and get the punt off. There's no man back. The Rebels playing it safe, maybe looking for the fake punt. The ball will be kicked and rolling down to about the 11-yard line. So good punt that time by Hensey, and the Rebels will take over at their own 11. There's 11:14 left to go in the second quarter. Rebels leading 10-0. The second quarter brought to you by Vanguard Realty. Primetime sponsors tonight: Family Doctors of Nela, Tom Sanders Building Mart, Zaxby's Monroe and West Monroe, Ronnie Ward Toyota of Ruston, And Stryker Orthopedics sponsors also tonight Hilton Garden Inn and Judge Sharon Marchman for Second Court of Appeal. I'd like to read off Batteries Plus after a first down here, Jim. We need to get something going on offense.
Yeah, get it out from out of the shadow of their own end zone.
Common in the shotgun alongside Cameron Wright. He'll send Caden Pierce in motion. This time he'll option pitch it out to right to the 10, trying to get to the edge. He's wrapped up and brought down at about the 13-yard line. Good tackle that time by number 57 for the Trojans, Jeremiah Marks, the linebacker.
And the Westboro fans, I think, wanted a horse collar tackle, but I think he had more of the shoulder pad and the jersey than the horse collar. But that's a play I think I saw last week in the LSU-Florida Gators game. Florida ran that play and had some big-time yards against LSU in the first half.
It's just a quick speed option pitch to trying to get the ball to the edge. Second down and 8 now for the Rebels. The ball at their own 14-yard line. He'll take the snap. He'll hand the ball to Wright, trying to get to the left edge. He will. Oh, and is a shoestring tackle. Cameron Wright had the edge, but a shoestring tackle kept that one from being a big play. And a ring of third down now and about 4. The ball spotted at the West Monroe 17-yard line.
Yeah, I think that was Cameron Johnson, one of the middle linebackers for Ash. And you're right, he got just enough of Cam Wright to prevent a big gain.
Third down for the Rebels. The ball at the 17-yard line. 3rd and 4. Common will be in the shotgun alongside Wright. He'll take the snap and he'll give to Wright again. Wright's got a hole up the middle across the 20 down to about the 22-yard line, but it's going to be enough for a first down. So a Batteries Plus and Bulbs first down for the Rebels.
Well, there you go.
That's right. There it was. Batteries Plus and Bulbs. Has the exact battery or light bulb you need right when you need it. So a first down for the Rebels with 9:51 and counting here in the second quarter, leading 10-0.
Well, Rick, what a luxury when it's 3rd down and 4. You can run a little delayed handoff to your running back and get 6 or 7 yards when you need it. That's something that, most teams don't have.
Common in the shotgun will take the snap. He'll look to throw this time. He'll throw the ball over the middle. It's caught at the 40. Rylan Green, the big tight end, catches the ball, and he takes a shot after he caught the ball, and they're going to spot him back at the 40. May have been spotted maybe about the 42, but they're going to spot it at the 40. Nonetheless, it's a Batteries Plus and both first down catch by Rylan Green. So Common had time in the pocket and made an accurate throw to Green over the middle for the first down.
Yeah, it was an accurate throw, but I tell you what, it was an outstanding catch, and the ability by Rylan Green to hang on to that football after taking that hit, that was something special.
Common in the shotgun with Wright, and he'll fake the handoff to Wright. He's rolling out to his right side. He's got Pierce, 45, trying to get to midfield. Tripped up at about the 49-yard line. So a beautifully designed play that time. The fake handoff to Wright, and Common rolled out of the pocket and hit Pierce. Pierce had a running room and had a gain of about 9 to bring up second down and 1 at the West Monroe 49-yard line.
Yeah, and Pierce was lined up as the sniffer back, kind of on the left side, came all the way across to the right side, and with a nice catch and run. And Bachman's over there thinking, hey, wait a minute, now this is a running football team. What are they doing throwing the ball on us like that?
Common will send Holloway in motion. He'll fake the speed sweep. Now he'll throw it out to Holloway. He's got room across midfield. Gets across the 45. Wrapped up and brought down at the Ash 43-yard line. Another beautiful throw that time by Common. And a good effort by Holloway for the first down. A Batteries Plus first down for the Rebels.
Yeah, you mentioned it. They sent Holloway in motion, faked the ball to Cameron Wright, and then threw the ball to the motion man Holloway. And he had some running room, some good blocking by the receivers on the outside to pick up that first down.
The Rebels will have the football at the Ash 43-yard line. Common is in the shotgun. It's first down and 10. Rebels leading 10-0. He's going to send Holloway in motion this time. Same looking play. This time they'll hand it to Wright. He's at the 40 trying to break a tackle. And he'll be wrapped up. Gain of about 3 yards. Nice open field tackle that time by the defender. I believe that was number 32.
It was.
Dylan Como, the senior defensive back. Got a nice open field tackle that time on Cameron Wright. You don't see that a whole lot. Cameron's good at making folks miss. And that time, the man in the secondary, Como, makes a good open field tackle, bring up second down and 7 at the 40.
Yeah, if he doesn't make you miss,
right.
He'll run over you too. So yeah, that was an outstanding play.
2nd and 7, Common in the shotgun. He'll send Holloway in motion. He'll roll to his right. He's looking.
He's got a man.
Throws the ball down the field. He's got a man. It's caught. 15-10. 5 reaching for the end zone, and they'll mark him down at the 1-yard line. Jerry Day on the reception from Garrett Common. And a beautiful throw and catch that time for the Rebels. It'll be 1st down and goal to go at the Trojan 1-yard line.
So I really like the play calling on this drive. That time they sent Holloway in motion. Looked like they were going to come back to him. Instead, Common looked deep, and he had Jerry Day behind the defense, and a nice throw and catch there. But I really like the rhythm of the offense on this drive after they picked up that 1st down. That
Garrett
initial
Common
1st down.
Under center with 2 tight ends in the I formation. He'll take the snap, toss sweep to Cameron Wright, and he fumbles the football. I think he fell back on it. He did. So Wright recovers the fumble, but it'll back him up to about the 3. So a fortunate break for the Rebels that time to recover the fumble, Jim. It could have been a costly mistake inside the 5-yard line.
Yeah, when you have a drive like this and you're approaching the end of the first half, you're only up 10-7. You know, you want to get points here, and that time Cam just took his eyes off the ball.
Common under center with 2 tight ends in the I formation. Rebels looking to score. He'll take the snap. He'll toss it out to Charlie Norman. He's pounding his way towards the end zone, and they'll mark him short. He was close to the goal line, but the near judge will mark him down at the half-yard line. So bring a 3rd down and goal. Charlie Norman that time so close to breaking the plane of the goal line as we watch it on the replay here in the booth, and he was about a half-yard short. So good spot by the referee.
Stanley, that ball is placed almost at the goal line.
Well, about 4 inches, 3 or 4 inches in the floor in the world.
3rd down and goal. Common under center. He'll hand it to Pierce, and Pierce will make his way into the end zone. Touchdown Rebels. Glassworks touchdown, Caden Pierce. And the Rebels lead 16-0 over the Trojans pending this extra point.
Yeah, that to me, that was the best drive of the ball game by the Rebels. They took over Rick deep in their own territory. They were conservative on the first set of downs, and once they picked up that 1st down and bought them a little field position, they opened things up.
A beautiful drive for the Rebels, mixing up the pass and the run. Here's the snap. The extra point by Reese Altman is up, and it is good. Rebels 17, Trojans nothing. 5:48 left to go in the Vanguard Realty 2nd quarter. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
For over 25 years, Car Wash West has been providing customers with superior service. Car Wash West is the only Castrol Premium Lube Express in North Louisiana. Our certified lube techs have the knowledge and expertise to provide great professional care for your car. Every oil change comes with a free car wash to keep your car looking its best. Car Wash West provides added convenience. Enjoy breakfast with a gourmet coffee or grab lunch while you wait in our retro cafe. Car Wash West, where we not only take care of your car, we take care of you.
Common 4 for 6 on the night for 73 yards. All 4 passes to different receivers. Carson Jones on the kickoff. He'll kick a sky kick. It's fielded at the 25. He's trying to get to the far side. Charlie Norman giving chase. He'll break the tackle across the 30. Trying to get to the 35, and he's knocked out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. So the sky kick takes Williams across the field and finally knocked out of bounds at about, they're going to mark it at the 37. The Ash sideline looking for a late hit penalty.
Yeah, they felt like their return man was hit out of bounds.
Hey, guys,
the officials didn't see it that way. Go ahead, Stanley.
I got a quick update. The quarterback, Barton, is on the sideline with his shoulder pads off and an ice pack over there. Apparently, he had a bad fall. That's why he is not out in the game right
Must have been that sack.
Tough break for the Trojans as their starting quarterback, Barton, is out of the game. First down and 10 at their own 37-yard line. Hensey will do the quarterback duties for the Trojans now. He'll take the snap. He'll throw out to the right side. It's caught at the line of scrimmage, trying to break a tackle. Wrestled down to about the 45-yard line, so a gain of about 8 yards on the first down pass by Hensey. The pass was complete that time to number 3, Brandon Quinney, for the Trojans.
Yeah, and so that changes everything for Ash offensively when you have your outstanding quarterback, Judd Barton, going out of the ball game this early.
Hensey will take the snap in the shotgun. He'll hand the ball off up the middle of Chark. He's got running room to the outside. He'll cross midfield, still being wrestled down at about the 46-yard line. So they get into West Monroe territory that time on the handoff to Chark. They'll mark him at the 45 of West Monroe. So they cross midfield once again into West Monroe territory. Be first down and 10. Rebels leading 17-0 with 5 minutes in running here in the second quarter.
And Swanner and Hutchinson quickly check back into the ball game.
Here's the snap to Hensey. He'll hand the ball off to Chark. He's got room. 40. Trying to cross the 35. He will. Breaking a tackle. Wrestled down to about the 31-yard line. So Chark having success there on first down with a gain of 14 yards.
So back-to-back runs by Chark. And the Ash Trojans are in business in Rebel territory at the 31. And, Rick, they really need to get something out of this drive.
Chark showing some speed and agility along with some power. Hensey will take the snap. He'll throw the ball over the middle. He's got a man that's caught at the 25. Breaks the tackle down to about the 21-yard line. So Hensey running the offense pretty well now. That pass was caught by Juan Stafford, number 7, the senior wide receiver for the Trojans.
And looks like Harvey having to come off the field, but it's the quick throws by Hensey right now, keeping the Rebel defense a little bit off balance. And there's a timeout on the field.
Timeout on the field. The referee blew the whistle and called for the stoppage of play. It looked maybe like they were going to have to measure, and they're going to call the teams back out here. Not sure what the stoppage was for.
Whether or not it's a first down.
Okay, they're going to give him the first down. It looks like the changer
finally moved.
First down for the Trojans. The chain gang couldn't figure out what they wanted to do, but nonetheless, it's a first down. First down to West Monroe 21, 17-0 Rebels. Hensey takes a snap, throws it out in the flat, the 20. He's wrapped up and thrown out of bounds by Carson Jones at the 18-yard line. So gain of about 3, maybe 4 on the pass completion.
Nice tackle by Carson Jones. He got there in a hurry. Another quick throw, a little quick screen out to the outside.
Gerald Moore on the reception that time. Second down and 7. Hensey takes a snap. He's looking to throw. Still looking. Throws it over the middle, and the pass is almost intercepted. Incompletion, but Noby Harris there on the coverage. And it'll bring up third down and 7 for the Trojans.
Yeah, and that was just great recognition by Noby Harris. And, you know, you get that with film study. He knew the route, and he actually beat the receiver to the football. Had another chance for an interception.
The pass was intended for Quinney. And Noby Harris, third pass breakup of the night already here in the second quarter. 3:59 in the Vanguard Realty second quarter. 3rd and 7, and the Rebel faithful will come to their feet. Rebels leading 17-0. Hensey in at quarterback for the injured Barton. He's going to send a man in motion. Now he's going to line up in the backfield. So 2 running backs in the backfield. They'll fake the handoff. Hensey looking to throw. He'll throw it over the middle towards the end zone, and it's
a lot
incomplete.
A
lot of contact downfield, and here come the penalty flags.
Got to be pass interference, I would think. The receiver was knocked down on the field.
He was knocked down. There was 3 defenders around him and kind of ran into each other. Nonetheless, he was knocked down. There's no automatic first downs in high school football. It's 3rd down and 7. And so the Trojans will rush to the line. I think it's a 5-yard penalty.
No, it's either half the distance, but it should give easily the Trojans a first down.
The referees have not spotted. You're right, Jim. It'll give them a first down. They'll spot it at the 9. So it's half the distance to the goal on the pass interference call. First down and goal now for the Trojans at the 9-yard line.
Yeah, you were a defensive guy. See, I was a receiver. I know what the penalty is for holding or pass interference. Defensive guys don't know that.
Hensey takes the snap. He'll hand the ball off up the middle to Chark, and he'll fall forward for a gain of about 1. Tanner Jordan in on the stop for the Rebels. And it's now 2nd down and goal. 3:44 and counting on the clock here in the Vanguard Realty second quarter. Rebels are leading 17-0, but the Trojans are knocking on the door.
Yeah, they're knocking pretty loud, too. They need a touchdown to get back in this game.
2nd down and goal from the 8. Hensey takes a snap. He throws for the end zone, and the pass is broken up. And Bradley Williams.
Oh, my God.
He's going to get flagged. But Carson Jones was the man who knocked it away. And after he deflected the ball, Bradley Williams absolutely leveled the receiver.
Wow.
And I don't know if they're going to call helmet to helmet or not, but we'll watch it on the replay. Stanley, what did you see?
Well, if anything, I don't think it's pass interference. They may call helmet to helmet, but it was not pass interference in my because he clicked.
Oh wow, it was. Wow. All right, as we watch it on the replay, it was not targeting. He totally led with his shoulder.
Yeah, the only penalty that could be, if you were going to call it, was hitting a defenseless receiver. But at that time, Bradley Williams didn't know he didn't have the football.
He was making a play on the football and led with the shoulder. 2nd down and goal. They'll hand the ball to Shark up the middle, and he's stuffed. Defense, they'll get him a gain of 1. They'll mark it down at the West Monroe 3-yard line. But the defensive line stepped it up that time. But, guys, I want to go back to that play. Goodness gracious, just a tremendous effort by Carson Jones, and it was not a targeting foul.
Well, it wasn't, and we got a chance to see it in slow motion. The officials did. Look, the hit was so violent that I think the officials simply thought that he had to have led with the head, but he didn't.
3rd and goal from the 3 for the Trojans. 2:45 left to go in the second quarter. Here comes a man in motion. Hensey will hand the ball off to Chark up the middle. He's fighting for it, and he won't get there. They'll spot him down at the line of scrimmage at the 3-yard line, so that's going to bring up 4th down and goal for the Trojans. So the Rebel defense coming up big that time on 3rd down.
You just can't run against this defense. I mean, these guys are extremely sound in everything they do up front, Rick.
4th down and goal from the West Monroe 3-yard line. And the Rebel crowd will get on their feet. 4th down and goal.
And they're going to go for it.
They changed their mind. And I think it's the right call. They need a touchdown. 3 points is not going to help them in this game.
Well, they're going to kick it now, Jim.
They're going to kick it.
Okay.
And so the kicker is number 1, Caden Reynolds for the Trojans. Hesney is the holder. Here's the snap, the hold, the kick is up, and it is good. So the Trojans get on the board. It's 17-3 with 1:57 left to go in the first half. So the defense comes up big on the 1st down and goal. They hold the Trojans.
They bent, but they didn't break.
That's right.
In the sense that they gave up a touchdown. And Stanley, a couple of interesting calls here. The Rebels had a chance to go for it. Goal from inside the 5, and so did the Ash Trojans. Both coaches electing in the first half to kick field goals.
Well, I got to be honest with you. I was surprised at Bachman on that call there. I figured he called the timeout there to think about it because they had the timeouts, and obviously, and to say, hey guys, what about if let's go for it right here. But I think that in this stage of the game, if you make the field goal, which they did, it's a 2-possession game. If they went for it and didn't make it, then it's a 3-possession game. And I think he wanted to get something out of that drive, just to something positive, because they had 0 points on the board.
11 plays, 63 yards, 3:51 off the clock, capped off by the 20-yard field goal by Caden Reynolds. 17-3 Rebels. Hesney 3 for 5 for 21 yards passing for the Trojans, as Reynolds is set to kick off from the West 40. 1:57 left to go in the second quarter. And here's the kick. It's another deep kick, and it'll sail over the head of Hamburg into the end zone for the touchback. We've got an end-game scoreboard update brought to you by Jim Taylor Chevrolet of Rayville and J. Nate's Boots and Jeans. Halftime score, Ouachita leading Ruston 7-3. Wassman leading Sterlington 20-15. Neville still leads Franklinton 21-13. Natchitoches Central 28, Pineville 21. That's in the second quarter. Ouachita 20, Buckeye nothing. We'll try to get a score on the OCS Oak Grove ball game. That's a big ball game over in Oak Grove.
So West Ouachita got its first win last week and picked up where they left off, and leading 20-0. Good for the Chiefs.
Head coach Matt Middleton, a West
Monroe
West
High School
Washington.
grad.
Common and the Rebel offense will take over at their own 20. They'll send Worley in motion. Common looking to throw. He's got a man over the middle. That's Hamburg, and it's caught at the Ash 45, wrestled down to about the 35-yard line. Michael Hamburg from Garrett Common on the first down pass. And that's the Batteries Plus and Bowls first down. For the Rebels, they'll mark it down at the Alexandria 39.
Yeah, Hamburg that time just ran a little skinny post straight down the field. They sent Worley in motion and gave the impression they were going to throw to him out in the flat. Instead, Common went deep for the big play.
First down and 10 from the Alexandria 39-yard line. 1:37 and counting left to go in the half. Common rolls out to the left. He throws the ball down the field. He's got a man. It's underthrown, but it's caught by Michael Hamburg. What a beautiful catch by Michael Hamburg. That's down all the way down at the Ash 17-yard line. So Hamburg came back, Jim, and made an outstanding reception.
And this time it was a wheel route. He ran the out and up, and if Common leads him, that is 6 points. He had to come back. The ball was underthrown. He had to come back and made an outstanding catch. But just like that, the Rebels in the red zone.
Are in the red zone at the 17. Great job by Hamburg to stay in bounds as well. Common takes a snap. He's looking to throw. Throws it over the middle, and the pass is incomplete. Great defensive play that time. Looked like number 28, Ciante Frazier, the junior defensive back there, to break up the pass. And the pass was intended for Michael Hamburg.
Yeah, just a ball thrown a little bit behind him, Stanley. Hamburg had a step. If he had been led with the pass, that could have been a touchdown.
Yeah, it could have. And I tell you what, though, it's good to see Michael Hamburg catching those two balls. You know, I know he's had a tough game last game or two, but it's good to see him getting the ball back in his hands good.
Absolutely.
Second and 10, 1:10 remaining. Common looking to throw. He's got a man over the middle. That's Ryland Green. Touchdown, Rebels. Glassworks touchdown, Ryland Green on the touchdown pass from Garrett Common. And the Rebels, just like that, march down the field for the touchdown.
And, Rick, that's why, if I'm Bachman, I try to score a touchdown. I don't think three is going to help him much.
The Rebels opening up the passing game, passing every down on that drive. Garrett Common leading the offense, and is capped off by the touchdown pass to the big tight end, sophomore tight end, Ryland Green. Reese Altman on for the extra point. Peyton Todd to hold. The snap, the hold, the kick is up, and it's off the upright. It's no good. Common was 3 for 4 for all 80 yards on that drive.
Wow. Wow, I tell you what, and look, you saw a young man kind of leading that passing attack that knew what he was doing. He hit Hamburg a couple of times, then he went to a couple of other receivers. I mean, he looked like he knew exactly what he wanted to do.
Carson Jones squib kicks it, and it's going to be fielded at the 35, falls forward across the 40. They'll mark him down at the 40. So the squib kick, there's a minute left. 23-3, Rebels leading the Trojans. And the Trojans will try to air it out here to get some points. Tucker Moore on the stop for the Rebel special teams. So the Rebels guys make quick work after they got the football back, and now lead by 20 points.
Stanley, maybe too quick. You alluded to one of the things, keys to the game, not to score too quick.
Well, that's in the 2 minutes, that don't count. 2 minutes.
Okay, all right, fair enough.
The Trojans come out in the shotgun, 4 wide receivers. Hesney takes a snap, he'll throw a screen pass. The pass is deflected, but it's caught and wrestled down. Big Dalvin Hutchinson coming from rushing the passer, puts the brakes on and gets down the field to make the tackle on Brandon Quinney, the wide receiver.
Well, that's just great recognition. He's been taught when an offensive lineman lets you just kind of come through that he's not missing the block, that it's a screen pass. He redirected and made the play.
What an effort by Hutchinson. Hesney takes a snap. He's looking to throw, being pressured, flushed out of the pocket, and he'll throw to the intended receiver, but it's incomplete. That time pressure being brought by the Rebel defense. That's Ethan Swanner, Gleason, and also Colton Harvey on the pressure that time for the Rebels. And so the defense getting after the quarterback. 3rd down and 12. The ball is at the Ash 38-yard line. 26 seconds left to go in the Vanguard Realty second quarter. Hesney will stay in the shotgun with 3 wide receivers with a little extra protection this time.
Yeah,
call for the audible, looking to the sideline.
Yeah, right now, he wants to throw the ball deep, but he better get rid of it quickly, because if he holds on it too long, he's going to get hit.
Destiny takes a snap. They're going to hand the ball off to Chark this time, and he's wrestled in the backfield. Tackle for loss. Big Dalvin Hutchinson again alongside Andrew Gleason on the stop. And so that Rebel defensive line pinning their ears back and getting after the quarterback. It's 4th down and 13, and I believe the Trojans are going to let the clock run out here in this first half.
Yeah, they will. And, you know, I think maybe the Rebels might take a timeout and force them to punt. You know, they had trouble with the snap, and so the Rebels may come after it. Stanley, you know, we've got a much hyped defensive tackle for the Ash Trojans. Alabama and LSU are after Guillory, but I tell you what, Dalvin Hutchinson is playing like a big-time Division I player too.
Well, absolutely, and for all we know, guys, he might have taken offense to that, and he could have got challenged to that by the coaching staff. I don't know. They said, hey, this guy right here has been offered by LSU and Alabama. You know, show him what you got.
Show him who can really play.
Exactly. So, and guys, I looked all night long. I looked all day today, 10 minutes before I walked into the stadium, and it's not supposed to rain. 0% all the way through, and it's raining right now.
The rain is starting to fall, and the crowd is scrambling for cover, putting on umbrellas, jackets, ponchos.
And how about the timing of the timeout?
That's right.
Now you've got to try to handle the ball in the rain with 4 seconds to go before the end of the half.
That's right. But they're going to stay in their offensive formation. Smart play by the Trojans. 4 seconds left as Hesney will stay in the shotgun. 4th and 13. He'll take the snap. He's going to look to throw. He's just going to heave this one down the field.
It's going to be picked.
It's going to be intercepted. Nope. It's dropped by Zach Knox. It was almost like fielding a punt down at the West Monroe 40, and it falls incomplete, and that'll do it for the first half. At the end of the
Hi, I'm Carol Hanks. I'm raised Tire Pros. We've been here since 1979, been here almost 37 years. We're proud to be locally owned, and our family's a part of this community.
At Race Tire Pros, we cover tires, wheels, brakes, chassis, AC, alignments. If there's something wrong with your car, just call us.
As the Tire Pros dealer, we offer nationwide warranty that protects you down the road. We try to make it convenient for our customers. If it's a shuttle to work, just to make it easier for them.
The free roadside assistance makes me feel safe.
We take pride in everything we do because my family's name is on it.
We really appreciate the customers that have done business with us. We're constantly training and updating our technology so we can earn your trust.
So for tires and service you can trust, visit Race Tire Pros on Cypress Street, 1 block from West Monroe High School.
Russell Moore Lumber has been serving the people of North Louisiana with building supplies for over 40 years. Russell Moore delivers quality building materials for quick projects, like simple remodels to brand new constructions. We also believe in providing the best customer service to everyone who does business with us. Russell Moore Lumber, part of this community and proud supporters of West Monroe High School Rebel football. Wishing the best of luck for the rest of the season.
in Car Wash. Carson Jones set to kick off from the East 40. The Rebels leading 23-3 as we start this second half. The kick will be fielded at about the 5. Return man to the 10, 15, looking for a seam at the 20. He slips a tackle 25-30 across the 30-yard line and wrapped up and brought down at about the 31. Number 42 on the tackle that time for the Rebels, Luke Bell. And Luke has stepped in with the loss of Chandler Moncrief to the guys. Luke has stepped up, and last week against Ruston had 14 tackles in that big showdown. So Luke Bell has stepped up and filled in nicely.
Monster game last week by Luke Bell. You know, but when you talk to the coaching staff, they're not surprised. I mean, they knew this kid was an outstanding linebacker, and you know, if Chandler gets healthy, I don't know if he gets back in the lineup.
Luke has stepped up nicely and has done a great job. Hesney will be in at quarterback for the Trojans. His first down and 10 at their own 31-yard line. 3 wide receivers and a running back in the backfield. The snap is low, but he picks it up. He's looking, trying to throw the screen, being pressured. He slips out of pressure. He gets to the 25, trying to get to the edge, 30, 35, 40, and finally pushed out of bounds at about the 42-yard line. Ethan Swanner was given pursuit to Hesney, but Hesney able to outrun him and get to the corner and finally knocked out of bounds at the 42-yard line.
Hey, we've got a guest.
We've got a guest in the booth with us. Our lead pastor at First West, Michael Wood, will welcome him into the broadcast. But first down and 10 for the Trojans as Hesney was able to get out of the pocket. Welcome aboard, Michael.
Thank you, Rick. Happy to be here tonight.
Hesney takes the snap, looks, and throws it out to the flat to the right side. He's hit immediately. No gain on the play. That's Noby Harris on the stop. So Hesney getting rid of the ball. And so far, Michael, the Rebels leading 23-3. And the Trojans got to get something going here early in the second half.
You know, as much as they'd like to get things going, there's a thing called the defense out there. And our defense has continued to look stout tonight.
Hesney in the shotgun, 4 wide receivers. He'll take the snap. He'll hand the ball off to Chark up the middle. Chark fighting forward for about 4 yards. He'll get to the Ash 47-yard line. They ring a third down and 5 on this opening series of the third quarter. So Chark showing his ability again, Michael, slipping through the defensive line.
You know, it's interesting, Rick, to see that that crowd across the way is not near as excited to start the second half as they were the first half tonight, are they?
The Rebels leading by 20 points here with 10:47 left to go in the Master Lube Express and Car Wash third quarter. Hesney in the shotgun, 4 wide receivers. He takes the snap. He's looking to throw. He's got a man. It's caught at midfield. He's wrapped up and brought down at about the 49-yard line of West Monroe. Bradley Williams on the stop, and Big Dalvin Hutchinson downfield again, helping on defense. And it's going to bring up 4th down and 1 for the Trojans. Big Dalvin, Michael, with that effort all night long.
I'm telling you, he's been pursuing the ball all over the field, from sideline to sideline. Lots of tackles. It's been real impressive.
Hesney will be in the shotgun. He'll look to the sideline to change the play. There's 4 wide receivers, twins to both sides. Chark is in the backfield alongside Hesney. The play clock is down to 5. He'll take the snap. He'll hand the ball to Chark, and Chark is met immediately, still bouncing off tackles, trying to get some running room, and he can't do it. Brooks Miller on the tackle, but he was met immediately by number 92 Malcolm Moore and Dalvin Hutchinson up the middle.
I tell you what, that won't go in the stat sheet necessarily for Ethan Swanner, but you can tell he's the one who makes the play there. Look how to drive that lineman back into the backfield and blows the play up.
Ethan Swanner with the penetration in the backfield, and the Trojans turn the ball over on downs, and the Rebels will take over at the Ash 48-yard line. So good field position for the first drive for the Rebels here in the third quarter. 9:56 left to go, leading by 20. So Common will be in the shotgun with twin wide receivers to the near side. He'll send Pierce in motion. He'll take the snap. He's going to read it. He's going to keep the ball up the middle. Fakes a handoff to right. He'll cross the 45. They'll actually mark him at the 45-yard line. Big gain of about 3 yards for Common. And so Common continuing to run the football, Michael. He's had a stellar night throwing and running the football.
He's done a great job of managing the game. When they wanted to go big, he's made great throws, protected the ball well, and he does what he needs to do to keep the offense moving, no doubt.
So bring up 2nd down and about 7 for the Rebels at the Ash 45. 9:26 and counting here in the third quarter. Twin wide receivers to the near side for the Rebels. Pierce is in it up back. They're going to send him in motion. Common will take the snap. This time he'll keep it again up the middle. Fighting for running room. He's past the first down. And he's down to about the 36-yard line of Alexandria. So Common on the keeper results in a Batteries Plus and Bulbs first down. So Garrett Common getting it done with his legs, Michael. And it looks like these guys are just continuing to key on Cameron Wright.
There's no doubt. And one of the things that I love about watching Garrett Common run the ball is a lot of people wouldn't necessarily look at him and say, man, that kid's a tough runner. But there's no doubt the ability to break off maybe that first tackle and to keep going and really take up those big, tough yards is so impressive the way that he runs the ball.
Common in the shotgun alongside Wright. He'll take the snap. He'll pitch it out to Wright. It bounces off the turf. He picks it up 30, 25, 20. Wrapped up and brought down at about the 16-yard line.
Unbelievable.
So the quick speed option pitch from Common to Wright. The ball drops out of Wright's hands off the turf. He picks it up and never breaks stride for the game.
That's impressive focus right there. You know, one of the things during halftime in the locker room, the coaches were stressing to the kids, hey, protect the ball, protect the ball. Even though it stopped raining, they said the turf is going to be wet, so that ball's still going to be slick. And so even there, whether it was a slick ball or just a moment of lack of focus, for him to be able to focus back in, grab the ball, and pick up that many yards, what a run.
First down for the Rebels. Hamburg will go in motion. They'll hand the ball to Hamburg. He's trying to get to the outside, 15, 10, trying to spin out of the tackle. He's inside the 10, still fighting for it.
Wow.
He falls down at about the 4. They'll spot him at the 5, but Michael Hamburg on the speed sweep got to the outside and fought off tacklers all the way down to the 5-yard line. Outstanding run and effort by number 16, Michael Hamburg.
You know, our stat sheet says that he's 148 pounds, but he doesn't run the ball like he weighs 148 pounds. Now, he's definitely fast enough at 148 pounds. No doubt he can do it, but right there, just him continuing to fight, continue to pick up tough yards.
First down and goal. Batteries plus first down for the Rebels. Common will come under center now with 2 tight ends. I formation. He'll take the snap, toss sweep to right, to the right side, 5, and he will walk into the end zone for the touchdown. Cameron Wright on the toss sweep, and he'll punch it in the end zone, and the Rebels put another 6 on the board. It's a Glassworks of West Monroe touchdown. The choice is clear. Glassworks of West Monroe.
Well, great job, guys, by the offensive line. And read those guys off to you all night long. Preston Crane, Ethan Boyer, Blake Everett, Daniel Hawthorne, Victor Cutler, TJ Bush, Rylan Green. What an outstanding job they've done tonight.
Reese Altman extra point is up, and it is through the middle, and the Rebels lead 30-3 with 8:15 left to go in the third quarter. We'll be back. Darson Jones will be set to kick off from the east 40-yard line, and the Rebels now lead 30-3. The Copeland scoring drive, 5 plays, 48 yards, 1 minute and 41 seconds off the clock, capped off by the toss sweep touchdown by Cameron Wright. Here's the kickoff by Jones, and it'll bounce out of bounds at about the 5-yard line.
You know, Rick, going back to the defensive stop by the Rebels that led to that touchdown, Ash actually had the first down. The receiver caught the ball at the first down marker, but he went backwards, and then that forced him. He ended up a yard short. He just lost track of where the sticks were, and then on fourth down, that play by Ethan Swanner. And just like that, just that one moment, that one play, and instead of potentially scoring, keeping your drive alive, now you're down 30-3, and kind of looks a little hopeless.
Well, the Rebels, Jim, throughout the year have done a good job of capitalizing on mistakes. Ruston made a handful of mistakes last week, going for it on fourth down, not getting it early. The fake field goal. If you remember, after the fake field goal, the Rebels scored on the next play from scrimmage. So really capitalizing on mistakes is a sign of a good football team. Hesney will be in the shotgun for the Trojans. First down and 10 at the 35. Hesney takes the snap. He'll hand the ball to Chark up the middle. He's got some running room. He'll get to the 40-yard line and brought down there. Dontrell Cobbs on the tackle, along with big number 74 Cole Sullivan. In the ball game now at defensive tackle. You also got number 46 Preston Crane in a defensive end on the far side. Number 97 Ty Allen is in a defensive tackle as well for the Rebels. Hesney takes a snap. He'll run the toss sweep out to the right side. Chark looking for running room, and he won't get it. He'll be tackled in the backfield at the 35-yard line. Brooks Miller on the stop that time, but giving chase in the backfield was Tanner Zorden as well. So Brooks Miller on the tackle for loss. Will be third down and 10 at their own 35 for the Trojans.
But folks, just great team defense. A little toss sweep to the running back that time from the shotgun, and he had nowhere to go. I mean, he looked right, he looked left, he looked in front of him. He just simply had nowhere to go and lost big yardage.
Hesney in the shotgun with trip wide receivers to the near side. He'll take the snap. He's looking to throw. He's got time. Now he'll run out of the pocket up the middle. He's got running room 40, 45. He'll slide down at the Ash 47-yard line. It'll be a first down keeper for Hesney. He looked to throw and decided that he saw green up the middle, pulled the ball down, and ran for the first down. So it's a first down for Alexandria. West Monroe leads 30-3 with 6:57 remaining here in the third quarter. Brought to you by Master Lube Express and Car Wash. Hesney will be in the shotgun with 2 running backs and an up back. He'll take the snap. He'll hand the ball off up the middle. He's looking for running room, and he won't get much. Gain of about 1. That time, Juan Stafford on the carry for the Trojans. It'll bring up 2nd down and 9 at the Alexandria 49-yard line. Preston Crane on the tackle that time for the Rebels. 2nd down and 9. Hesney in the shotgun.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if they were going to blow that play dead or not, but I think Ty Allen, they got a little eager.
Allen jumps off sides for the Rebels, and that's going to give the Trojans a free 5 yards forward. And so they'll pull Allen out of the game, and they're going to send back in Ethan Swanner, and now Hutchinson will come back in for Cole Sullivan. And Tanner Zordon will be back in at linebacker. They'll bring Jones off the field, and so they're going to bring in the run defense. 2nd down and 4 for the Trojans. The ball now at the West Monroe 46. Here's the snap to Hesney. He's going to look to throw. He's got time, but nobody's open. Scrambling, and he'll be wrapped up and brought down for the sack. Loss of 2 yards. Preston Crane on the quarterback sack for the Rebels. And it'll bring up 3rd down and 7.
Yeah, and that time the quarterback wanted to throw the ball down the field, but he only had 2 receivers running routes, and they were both well covered, and they kept Hensey in the pocket, and he had nowhere to go.
4 wide receivers now for the Trojans. Hesney in the shotgun. He's got number 5, Rashawn McNeil, in at running back now, the junior running back for the Trojans. 3rd and 7. He'll take the snap. He'll look to throw. He'll throw over the middle, and the receiver slips down, and the pass falls incomplete. Pass intended again for number 86, Michael Williams, the sophomore receiver, and he's been a leader for the Trojan offense tonight. Has been Williams. He's been they've been trying to go to him all night long, and that time he lost his footing. And Michael talked about the wet turf, and that time he lost his footing.
Well, he did, Rick, and of course I'm a little surprised that Ashland decided they're going to punt right now, being behind 30-3, but evidently they are.
There's the snap. It's low, but the punter grabs it, and he gets the punt off. It's a short punt. It's going to bounce at the 20. Now it's fielded by Hamburg. He's trying to get back to the 20, 25. It's got the edge to the 30 and run out of bounds at about the 32-yard line. So Michael Hamburg picks it up on the bounce. If he doesn't pick it up that time, the ball could bounce down inside the 10-yard line. So a good decision that time to pick it up.
Well, and that's his MO. He doesn't like catching the ball in the punt in the air. He'd rather have it, let it bounce. That's when he's at his most dangerous, and I mean that literally.
So the Rebels will take over 1st down and 10 at their own 34-yard line, leading 30-3. Third quarter. Brought to you by Master Lube Express and Car Wash. So the Rebels will take over at their own 34.
Yeah, the starters still in the ball game offensively.
Common in the shotgun at quarterback. Cameron Wright to his right side. They're going to send Holloway in motion from left to right. Common takes a snap. He'll hand the ball to Cameron. 35-40. Breaks a tackle. 45 and wrestled out of bounds at about the 46-yard line. Gain of about 12 yards on the 1st down carry for Cameron Wright. They're actually going to spot him at the 45. Nonetheless, it's a batteries plus 1st down for the Rebels. And so Cameron Wright on the carry and gets out of bounds for the 1st down. 1st and 10, the ball at the West Monroe 45.
Of course, Cameron with 38 yards rushing in the first half. And let's see if he can get close to that century mark before the game's over.
Common in the shotgun with an up back. He'll take the snap. This time he'll hand the ball to Wright again. He's trying to get to the outside, makes a cut. He'll get it to midfield, wrestled down at about the 50-yard line. So Cameron Wright on the 1st down carry again. And before that carry, Cameron Wright had 14 rushes for 74 yards and 2 scores. So, Jim, he might come close before the night's over, as we've got 4 minutes and 30 seconds left to go in the third quarter.
Well, he's doubled his output from the first half here midway through the third quarter. So Cameron Wright, a big part of the offense in quarter number 3.
Common will be in the shotgun with twin wide receivers to the far side. He'll take the snap. He'll throw it out to Holloway. Holloway's at midfield fighting forward, and the ball pops out. The ball is fumbled on the turf, and the Trojans recover. They recover the football at the West Monroe 49. So as Holloway was trying to make the second effort, to get more yardage. And he ends up fumbling the football, and the Trojans recover. I believe Holloway is shaken up on the play.
Yeah, he took a shot, a little slip screen out there, or a bubble screen, and helmet-to-helmet hit, stood him up, and then he got hit again by the safety, and then the corner just ripped the ball loose, and then he took a hard hit, and his helmet hit that turf, and so we certainly hope Holloway is okay, but the Rebels have turned it over, and Ash has the football down by 27.
First down, Alexandria at the West Monroe 49-yard line. Hesney in at quarterback, trips to the near side, short side of the field. He takes a snap, runs the toss sweep to Shark. Shark looking for running room, doesn't get much. Gain of about 1 for Shark there on the toss sweep. Second down and 9 for the Trojans. 3:55 to go in the third quarter. West Monroe leads 30-3. So the only points so far tonight for the Trojans has been on the 20-yard field goal by Reynolds. Second and 9.
Well, you know, guys, that correct me if I'm wrong, the only people that stopped West Monroe tonight, except for the first drive, has been us. I mean, we've scored on every possession except for the very first one.
Hesney in the shotgun will take the snap. Here comes pressure. He's looking to throw, and he's hit hard. That's number 74, Cole Sullivan, along with number 40, Chandler Conrad, the senior linebacker, in on that quarterback sack as they brought pressure. And Hesney probably felt that one all throughout his body. He was hit by about 3 or 4 Rebel defenders. And that's big number 97, Ty Allen, in on that as well. So third down and 15 now for the Trojans with 2:58 left to go in this third quarter. Brought to you by Master Lube Express and Car Wash.
Yeah, Hesney, if he's going to throw it, he's got to throw it quick. Just too much pressure coming at him with that front four.
Hesney in the shotgun, and the whistles will blow, and it looks like the Trojans will take a timeout.
Either that or
they get it before the clock.
We're fixing to find out, but the play clock did run out. The question is, did Ash get a timeout beforehand?
Third down and 15 for the Trojans at their own 45. Here's the snap to Hesney. He's looking to throw. Being pressured, this time he gets the ball off, and it's intercepted. 40, 35, 30. Noby Harris will walk into the end zone for the pick six. Glassworks touchdown for the Rebels. Noby Harris intercepted the ball in stride, guys, and there was no question after he caught it. He was gone.
Well, Stanley, I've got to tell you this. Noby had, prior to that pass attempt, he had about 3 opportunities to intercept the ball. That one might have been the toughest interception of the 3. And that one ends up being a pick six.
Well, I'm telling you, what a great jump on the ball that Noby had. Guys, here's the thing. If he don't make that play, it's a big play, maybe a touchdown for Ash. And just what a great recognition of that a play that Noby had. And couldn't be happier for that young man. That may be his first interception of the year, guys. Correct me if I'm wrong. And what a big one it was, a pick six at that.
Noby Harris times the route perfectly and jumps it, and like Stanley said, it was a risky move because if he doesn't jump it on time, it's a big play for the Trojans. There's sideline interference against Alexandria. That would mean the coaches maybe got in the way of the referee over there on the far side, and the penalty be assessed on the kickoff. But Noby Harris picked it off. It was a 50-yard interception return by Noby Harris. A beautiful play. It's one of those dream plays you see of just jumping the route and going untouched 50 yards. Here's the snap. The extra point by Reese Altman is up, and it is good. Your score now, Rebels 37, Trojans 3. 2:30 left to go in the third quarter. The ball will land in the end zone, and it'll be a touchback, and the Trojans will take over on their own 20. Stanley, that play right there by Noby Harris will likely put this game out of reach for the Trojans.
Well, with 2 minutes and 30 seconds left in the third quarter, the Rebels leading 37-3. I'm not going to say it's out of reach, but it's highly optimistic. It's out of reach. I'm telling you, the air has come out of the sails of the Ash Trojan, from the fans to the player. The players, just their body language when that happened was just that, and the touchdown before said it all. Just you could see how demoralized that they were at this point.
Hesney in at quarterback for the Trojans will take the snap, and it's between his legs. It's on the ground. He'll pick it up. He's trying to roll outside to the right. He's got running room. He'll get out of bounds at the 15-yard line. It'll be a loss of 5 yards on the bad snap, but Hesney able to pick it up. If he's not able to get to that football, it'd be a first and goal for the Rebels. So Hesney able to pick it up and get about 5 yards, but he'll still be out of bounds at the 15, second and 15.
He lost. He was to lose only 5. Big Dontrell Cobb's in pursuit. Hey, happy birthday to Carolyn Finn. They listen to the game. She and her husband every week, and of course her son, the Mark Finn, our public address announcer.
Here's a toss sweep out to Chark, and he'll be wrapped up, still fighting in the backfield. And now there's a scrum of bodies at about the 15-yard line. It'll be no gain on the play. So happy birthday, Miss Carolyn. So thankful for what Mark Finn does in this community, and especially for the Rebels on Friday night. So should be very proud of their son.
You did a good job raising Mark.
5 wide receivers for the Trojans, empty backfield. And Hesney, it's third down and 15. And Hesney will need to, so far the last few plays, the Rebels have brought pressure, and Hesney has been unable to escape. Here's the snap. He's looking. He'll throw a quick slant over the middle, and the pass is incomplete. Thrown a little high, intended for number 86, Michael Williams, the sophomore wide receiver. If he would have caught the ball, guys, he'd been tackled immediately. Coverage on the play that time by several Rebel defenders, Bradley Williams being one of them.
Well, you know, Bradley was going after to make the tackle. He saw he couldn't get there, so in time to try to break it up. So he went to try to make the tackle. If he had looked up, you know, he could have picked that ball off.
Trojans in the punt. Here's a snap, and there was pressure on the punter. He gets a line drive punt. He'll bounce at midfield. Hamburg will pick it up at the 45, and he's wrapped up immediately. They'll probably get him forward progress at about, they're going to actually spot him at the 43. So no running room that time by Hamburg, and the Rebels will take over on offense at their own 43-yard line. Stanley, has the rain stopped down there?
It has, but I'm prepared. At halftime, that's why I kind of went out of reach, guys. I had to go out to my truck.
You have that same costume on?
I got my jacket on, Coach. Still have it. Except Kurt Franham, guys. Thankful for Kurt Franham. Gave me a little slits in the arm, so I have a little where I can get my arms out now.
Common takes a snap. He'll hand the ball to Wright up the middle, and he'll be wrapped up in the backfield. Loss of about 2 yards on the play to Cameron Wright. It'll be second down and 12 from their own 41. 1:14 left to go in the third quarter. Rebels 37, Alexandria 3. Third quarter.
We got a new center in there, guys. Number 54, McDonald's in there at center right now.
Yeah, I've got to give the Ash Trojans credit. They've bottled up Cameron Wright about as well as anybody has this year as a timeout is taken on the field.
Timeout, Rebels on the field. 57 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Brought to you by Master Lube Express and Car Wash. Garrett Common in the ball game at quarterback. Caden Pierce in at up back, and Cameron Wright at tailback for the Rebels. Second and 12. There's the snap to Common. He fakes the handoff. Now he's being flushed out of the pocket. Still looking. Throws the ball towards Caden Pierce, and the ball will go out of bounds. Smart play that time by Common. His initial receiver was covered. I think he was looking for the deep ball to either Jerry Day. He also had his tight end down the field, Ryland Green. He throws the ball out of bounds, and it's bring up third down and 12. Nice work avoiding pressure that time by Common.
Yeah, I think he got that pressure. That pressure affected him, and eventually he had to throw that one away.
Common in the shotgun, 2 tight ends with an up back. Third down and 12. He'll take the snap. He'll toss it out to the right side. He's got the edge. 40, 45, 50, 45, 40. Still tightrope. Walk down the sideline. Pushed out of bounds at about the 25-yard line. What an unbelievable athletic effort by Cameron Wright to stay in bounds and get to the edge. So a big rush that time by Wright, and that's going to probably put him over the century mark on the night.
I would think so. You know, it's third down and 11. And much like the run against Neville when it was third down and 8 in the game on the line, you just toss it back to Cameron Wright, and he outruns the defense to the corner. and picks up a huge first down.
Cameron Wright, 17 attempts for 112 yards. Common takes a snap. He's going to look to throw. Now being flushed out of the pocket, scrambling, trying to get to the boundary, and he's tripped up and knocked down at about the 31, maybe the 32-yard line. So it'll be a loss of about 7 yards on the quarterback's sack as Common was trying to get to the sideline, but it was finally tripped up right before he could get there. It's actually a loss of about 9.
Yeah, he was trying to throw the ball on a slant to Holloway, and Holloway was double covered. And I think if Garrett had to do that one over again, he would have just thrown that one away and avoid the big loss. And that will be the end of the third quarter.
Third quarter brought to you by Master Lube Express and Car Wash.
For over 25 years, Car Wash West has been providing customers with superior service. Car Wash West is the only Castrol Premium Lube Express in North Louisiana. Our certified lube techs have the knowledge and expertise to provide great professional care for your car. Every oil change comes with a free car wash to keep your car looking its best. Car Wash West provides added convenience. Enjoy breakfast with a gourmet coffee or grab lunch while you wait in our retro cafe. Car Wash West, where we not only take care of your car, we take care of you.
Bigger just got better at the Glenwood ER. Our expanded and renovated emergency department features streamlined services, the most modern technology, a multiple triage area, and more patient treatment rooms. A larger and beautifully furnished waiting room is designed with your comfort in mind. For added convenience, schedule ER visits or check wait times from a mobile device or online anytime 24/7. The Glenwood ER. Bigger for you, better for you. When you need us the most.
Second down and 19 for the Rebels. Common in the shotgun. He'll take the snap. He'll read the option. He'll hand the ball to Wright. Wright trying to get to the outside, breaking tackles. Finally wrapped up at about the 29. So gain of about 4, maybe 5 on the carry. Bring up third down and 14. In-game scoreboard update brought to you by Jim Taylor Chevrolet and J. Nate's Boots and Jeans. Ruston has taken the lead 16-13 over Ouachita in the fourth quarter. That game is out at Ouachita. Sterlington leads Wasserman 30-26. So a shootout in Sterlington. Third down and 14 for the Rebels. Common will be in the shotgun. He's got 1 wide receiver, 2 tight ends. They'll sit out to Wright. And Wright's trying to get to the edge. He will. 30, 25, 20. Breaks the tackle. 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Cameron Wright. What a move to get into the end zone. And Cameron Wright punches it in against Stanley.
Guys,
what a move.
We got a flag here. They're going to call Caden Pierce on a hold. And I guess if you have a pancake, that's a hold. Unbelievable block right there by Cameron Pierce. Watch this block, guys.
An unfortunate break that time for the Rebels. What an outstanding effort by Cameron Wright to get in the end zone. And like Stanley said, as we watch the replay here in the booth, and that is definitely a pancake by Caden Pierce.
Well, he had his right arm on the back of the shoulder pads, and I think that's what the officials saw. But he certainly took the defender to the ground, and it was a heck of a move by Cameron Wright. You didn't think he was going to pick up the first down, much less score a touchdown. But just a great individual effort that unfortunately is called back.
Third down and 20 for the Rebels. They'll toss it out to Wright again. He's at the 35 and knocked out of bounds at about the 32. So gain of 1 on the play that time for Cameron Wright as he's knocked out of bounds. The clock will stop with 11:08 left to go in the ball game. Fourth quarter brought to you by Home Improvement Outlet, proud supporters of West Monroe football. It's going to bring a fourth down and about 18 yards to go for the Rebels. The ball is spotted at the Alexandria 32-yard line.
Yeah, I think they're going, guys.
We're going to go for it, guys. They decided they talked about pooching it, but I'm not sure if they can pooch it and get it without getting it in the end zone. So, they're going to go for it right here.
at the 35 to the 30. Cameron trying to get running room, 25, and finally tackled at about the 24-yard line, but he'll be short of the first down, and so the Trojans will take over on a turnover on downs. They'll have it at their own 24-yard line. We've got an update out at Ouachita as the Lions just scored to go up 20-16 over Ruston. So a district showdown over in Monroe in Ouachita, and they lead by 4. The Rebels lead here 37-3 over the Trojans with 10:59 left to go in the ballgame. Fourth quarter brought to you by Home Improvement Outlet. Primetime sponsors: Family Doctors of Nela, Tom Sanders Building Mart, Zaxby's Monroe and West Monroe, Ronnie Ward Toyota of Ruston, Stryker Orthopedics, Hilton Garden Inn, and Judge Sharon Marshman for second court of appeal. First down and 10 for the Trojans as Hesney is in the ball game at quarterback. He'll take the snap. He'll hand the ball off up the middle to Chark. He's fighting forward for about 4 yards on the carry. On the tackle that time for the Rebels, look like number 32, Peyton Todd, playing a little defensive back. Jesus Aguilar.
Yeah, Stanley, there's your man, Aguilar.
That's your man.
Yep.
Jesus.
And Josh Cobb's 39's in at this left corner over here, guys.
Second down and 6 for the Trojans. And the Rebels starting to get some of our younger guys into the ball game.
Copeland Johnson in at the, I guess in this dime package we're in.
Hesney takes the snap. He's going to hand the ball off again to Chark. He's got running room up the middle. 35. Gets to the 40, 45. Breaks a tackle. He's down the sideline. 35-30. It's a foot race. 20, 15, 10. Touchdown, Trojans. So Richard Chark, the running back for the Trojans, breaks a tackle and gets into the end zone. 62-yard touchdown score for the Trojans with 10:06 left to go in the game.
Well, we see real quick why Mr. Chark has had an outstanding 3 weeks. Stanley, he broke a couple of tackles, and then we saw speed like his brother has to get into the end zone.
Well, once he got out to that outside, guys, he was gone.
Here's the extra point is up, and it is good. Extra point made by Reynolds, and the Rebels will lead 37-10 with 10:06 left to go in the ball game. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Kilpatrick's provides guidance to create meaningful ceremonies to honor the life of your loved one. You'll receive exactly what you selected. Others may offer you one thing and provide another. Your family's interest is our first priority. We offer individualized services to fit any need. Kilpatrick's provides service, facilities, and prices second to none. Kilpatrick Serenity Gardens offers many beautiful settings.
Choose wisely.
Choose Kilpatrick's.
For over 25 years, Car Wash West has been providing customers with superior service. Car Wash West is the only Castrol Premium Lube Express in North Louisiana. Our certified lube techs have the knowledge and expertise to provide great professional care for your car. Every oil change comes with a free car wash to keep your car looking its best. Car Wash West provides added convenience. Enjoy breakfast with a gourmet coffee or grab lunch while you wait in our retro cafe. Car Wash West, where we not only take care of your car, we take care of
The Graduate Shop has been serving Northeast Louisiana schools for over 50 years. We provide the highest quality class rings, letter jackets, graduation announcements and accessories, as well as caps and gowns. The Graduate Shop enjoys celebrating special recognitions with our schools, especially when they win a state championship ring. We strive to provide the best service to our schools and families as they capture these special memories. The Graduate Shop, serving our community with quality graduation products.
Scoring drive for the Trojans. 2 plays, 76 yards, and capped off by a 72-yard touchdown run by Richard Chark. And it's now a 27-point ball game with 10:06 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Brought to you by Home Improvement Outlet. And Reynolds will be set to kick off from the East 40. And looks like the hands team is on the field for the Rebels. Reynolds ready to kick off. Back deep is Hamburg. And here comes the kick. He'll kick this one deep. It will not go to the end zone, so Hamburg will take it at the 10. He'll go to the 15, looking for room. 20, slips. He gets up 25, 30, trying to get to the edge. He will to the 40, and finally driven out of bounds past the 40-yard line. So Hamburg fills the ball, doesn't have a whole lot of blocking because the hands team was on the field, and he gets it all the way up to the West Monroe 42-yard line. So a nice return by Michael Hamburg.
Well, Michael Hamburg, Stanley doesn't need much blocking.
He can make something out of nothing. He's real electric with the ball, and of course I'm glad to get him back in this offense tonight. A couple of good catches he has, run on that speed sweep and almost got it in the end zone, but just a good job of getting him back, his confidence level back up on a game like tonight.
Lane Little, number 10, the sophomore quarterback, will take the snap for the Rebels. He'll snap, he'll take it, he'll hand the ball off to Charlie Norman, fighting for yards up the middle. And Charlie Norman getting action tonight. The speedster, senior running back for the Rebels. He'll have a gain of about 5 yards on the carry. So the Rebels, we've got some young guys in at offensive line as well, but number 10, Lane Little, taking the snaps now in relief of Garrett Common.
Well, I'm going to read a few of them off. We got, of course, Everett's in there. Copeland Johnson's in there. Clay Epinet's in there at the H-back.
Little in the shotgun will take the snap. He'll hand the ball off to Norman. Norman trying to get to the outside. He's wrapped up in the backfield. He's brought down at about the 44. So it'll be a loss of 3 yards on the play for the Rebels. And it's now 3rd down and 8. There's 9:04 and counting left in the game. Rebels are leading 37-10. Fourth quarter brought to you by Home Improvement Outlet.
Ciante Frazier, the strong safety, making the tackle.
So Little and a quarterback in the shotgun. He's alongside Charlie Norman. Little takes the snap. He's going to read it. He'll keep the ball up the middle, fighting for yards, and is tripped up. A gain of about 2 yards on the play. Be 4th down and 6 now for the Rebels, and they'll send the punting unit onto the field. As Stanley said, at fullback was Clay Epinet for the Rebels, and Charlie Norman in at tailback. Be 4th down and 6 for the Rebels with 8:16 and counting in this Home Improvement Outlet fourth quarter. Peyton Todd will do the punting for the Rebels. Peyton Todd is a sophomore punter. Did the punting duties last year for the Rebels as a freshman. Be 4th down and 6. Here's the snap. It's caught and it is kicked. It's a long, high hanging punt. It's going to bounce at about the 17. Takes a Rebel bounce. It's now fielded by the return man. He's all the way back to the 5, being met and tackled down by Bradley Williams and Preston Crane. They'll mark him down at the 5. So he came in to field the punt and was tackled nonetheless inside the 5-yard line. So a beauty by Peyton Todd and covered very well by Bradley Williams and Preston Crane. On the return that time for the Trojans was number 21, Bud Clark, the standout defensive back. He's one of those guys we talked about in the pregame, being recruited by several SEC schools. He's a good-looking defensive back. So the Trojans will take over 1st down and 10 at their own 4-yard line. The stadium has emptied quite a bit, but none of the students have left. And so they're still right there with their backs to the student section on the east end of the field. 7:43 left to go in the contest. Here's the snap to Hesney. He's going to hand the ball to Chark. Chark trying to get to the outside. He will. Breaks the tackle and falls forward down to about the 10-yard line. So a gain of about 6 for the Trojans on the handoff to Chark. Chark showing some speed.
Yeah, he certainly got the speed of his brother, but built a lot different. You know, DJ Chark was tall and slender and had outstanding speed. His brother, a little bit more lower to the ground, but a powerful young runner as he picks up, what, about 3 there, Rick?
There's a handoff, and now it's Rashawn McNeil in at running back for the Trojans, and he'll get the first down on the carry. So the ball will be spotted at the Alexandria 14-yard line. Be a first down for the Trojans on the carry by McNeil. 7:06 remaining here in the ball game. West Monroe leading 37-10.
Ty Titus, 6 foot, 212 pound sophomore, checks in at linebacker.
Hesney takes the snap. He'll toss it out to McNeil. He cuts it back up the middle. He fights hard down to about the 5-yard line. Tackle made that time by number 44 for the Rebels. Tucker Moore, the sophomore linebacker, in for the Rebels on the play. Also number 45, Ty Titus alongside Tucker Moore.
A couple of good sophomores, guys, coming up.
Ruston has scored, and they now lead Ouachita 23-20. So we got a shootout now in Ouachita, and Ruston leading by 3. 2nd and 5 for the Trojans at their own 19-yard line. Here's the snap to Hesney. He's going to hand to McNeil. McNeil trying to get to the outside, trying to break a tackle, and fights forward for the first down marker. It's going to be close. The line to gain was about the 22. And I'll actually spot him. No, the line to gain's at 24. The chain guy was a little forced. It's 3rd down and 2. The ball is at the 22-yard line. So the Trojans will try to convert here on 3rd and short. 5:46 and counting in the ball game. 4th quarter brought to you by Home Improvement Outlet. Hesney in the shotgun will take the snap. He'll hand the ball off to McNeil again. He's got running room up the middle. Finally wrapped up and brought down at the 31-yard line by the punter. Number 32, Peyton Todd, the sophomore defensive back / punter on the tackle. It's his 2nd tackle of the night. That's a first down for the Trojans at their own 31-yard line. They'll go no huddle here in the hurry-up offense. Hesney takes the snap. He'll hand the ball off again to McNeil. He's a stiff arm, 35. Still fighting forward. Wrestled down at about the 38-yard line. Gain of about 7 yards on the carry. So they've gone to McNeil 3 times in a row, and he's had success. Copeland Johnson on the stop.
2nd and 2.
So the Trojans trying to get something going late in the ball game. 5 minutes left to go in the Home Improvement Outlet 4th quarter. Here's the snap to Hesney. He's going to hand the ball to McNeil again. He'll go up the middle, and he'll have the first down. Gain of about 4 yards to the Ash 43-yard line. Tucker Moore on the stop for the Rebels. And so these guys, Tucker Moore and Ty Titus, they got some JV action this week against Neville, getting some varsity action tonight against the Trojans. Trojans send a man in motion. They'll toss it to him up the middle. Still running hard, fighting forward for yards. He'll have a gain of about 3 yards. That was number 7, Juan Stafford, on the speed sweep across the middle. 2nd down and 7.
Yeah, big hit that time by the sophomore Ty Titus. He bounced off that would-be tackler. But plenty of Rebel defenders there to stop him after a short gain.
Alex Sykes in at safety for the Rebels. 2nd down and 7 as the Trojans will look to the sideline to change the play. Also Josh Cobbs in at cornerback for the Rebels. Here's the snap to Hesney. He'll hand the ball off the middle again. That's McNeil fighting forward, wrestled down at the West Monroe 47-yard line. And that'll be another first down for the Trojans. And so they're steadily being patient, running the football here late in the game. 4 minutes and 2 seconds left to go in the ball game. Copeland Johnson in the game as well. Preston Crane at defensive end. The Trojans will look to the sideline to change the play. Cole Sullivan in the ball game as well there at defensive tackle. Hesney takes the snap. He'll hand the ball off to McNeil again, fighting forward. He'll have a gain of about 5 yards on first down. So McNeil carrying the load for the Trojans here in the 4th quarter as the clock gets to 3 minutes and 30 seconds. Rebels leading 37-10.
Yeah, Hudson Hilbert sprints onto the field and He'll line up at the right defensive end position.
2nd down and 5 for the Trojans. Hesney still in at quarterback. 2 wide receivers. He'll take the snap. He'll hand the ball to McNeil. McNeil trying to get to the edge to the left side, and he's wrestled down at about the 38-yard line. The clock will continue to tick. I think he's going to be about a yard short of the 1st down. So the Rebel defense battling hard against this run.
Yeah, you wonder if the play-action pass is going to come or if they're just going to be content to move down the field running the football.
3rd down and 1. Hesney takes a snap, hands to McNeil again. He's pushing the pile forward. It'll be a gain of 4 yards, and they'll have it at the West Monroe 34-yard line.
Number 27, Garrett Darden, just in at the corner. Number 77, Jesus Aguilar in at the defensive line.
And Hudson Hilburn in as well. Hesney in the shotgun takes a snap. He's going to hand the ball to McNeil. He's got room to the 30. Breaks a tackle, 25. Wrestled down at about the 22-yard line. So I don't know how many carries that is in a row for McNeil, but he's showing no signs of slowing down.
Well, he's taking a couple of deep breaths, but he's not coming out of the game. You're right, Rick. He said, look, just keep feeding it to me, guys. I'll do my best.
1st down at the West Monroe 22-yard line. 2:15 remaining in the ball game. Here's the snap. They're going to toss it out to McNeil to the right side. He breaks a tackle at the 20 and knocked down at about the 16-yard line. So McNeil on the toss sweep. Peyton Todd on the tackle that time alongside Alex Sykes. So 12th carry this drive for McNeil. That's incredible.
Yeah, that's more than some guys running backs get in a game.
Hesney in the shotgun. He'll hand the ball to McNeil again up the middle. He's got room. 5, touchdown. The Trojans punching in the end zone with McNeil, and McNeil gets the score. He worked hard for that one, guys, on that drive, and they finally let it pay off with the touchdown.
Stanley, he earned every bit of those of that touchdown.
No question. And I tell you what, McNeil, you know, what is those song? Too much, too little, too late. Of course, the Rebels leading 37-16, pending this extra point.
Sing a little bit of that, so I can't remember how it went.
Yes, it's over. Call it a day.
Okay, yeah, that's right.
Remember that one? Ricky, it's way too.
I don't know that one, guys.
That's right.
I've never seen this. Hesney, guys, he's a holder. He's got a cramp, and they're going to have to stop play.
The Trojans quarterback Hesney is the holder on the extra point, and he'll go down with a cramp. We've got an in-game scoreboard update. Jim Taylor Chevrolet of Rayville and J. Nate's Boots and Jeans are our in-game scoreboard update sponsors. There's a final over at Ouachita. Ruston 23, Ouachita 20. So the Bearcats bounce back after last week. Sterlington leads Wassman 36-26. Neville is all over Franklinton 48-20. Natchitoches Central 54. Pineville 28. So they hang 54 on the Rebels of Pineville. And now Reynolds is on for the extra point. New holder. They get the hold down. The kick is up. And it is good. So the Trojans get on the board late, 37-17. We'll take a 30-second break. You're listening to Rebel Football on.
Hi, I'm Carol Hanks. I'm Raised Tire Pros. We've been here since 1979, been here almost 37 years. We're proud to be locally owned, and our family's a part of this community.
At Raised Tire Pros, we cover tires, wheels, brakes, chassis, AC, alignments. If there's something wrong with your car, just call us.
As a Tire Pros dealer, we offer nationwide warranty that protects you down the road. We try to make it convenient for our customers. If it's a shuttle to work, just to make it easier for them.
The free roadside assistance makes me feel safe.
We take pride in everything we do because my family's name is on it.
We really appreciate the customers that have done business with us. We're constantly training and updating our technology so we can earn your trust.
So for tires and service you can trust, visit Raised Tire Pros on Cypress Street, 1 block from West Monroe High School.
Russell Moore Lumber has been serving the people of North Louisiana with building supplies for over 40 years. Russell Moore delivers quality building materials for quick projects, like simple remodels to brand new constructions. We also believe in providing the best customer service to everyone who does business with us. Russell Moore Lumber, part of this community and proud supporters of West Monroe High School Rebel football. Wishing the best of luck for the rest of the season.
McNeil had 13 carries for the Trojans and resulted in a score, 37-17 Rebels here late in the ball game. Reynolds to kick off from the 40. He boots this one and it'll sail into the end zone. Another scoreboard update. Oak Grove leads OCS 50-13. So the Oak Grove Tigers making noise in that classification. A final, West Ouachita defeats Buckeye 47-20. So the Chiefs will continue their momentum with 2 wins in a row. And so the Rebels will take over at their own 20-yard line, leading 37-17 with 1:41 remaining in the ball game. And Lane Little will be in at quarterback for the Rebels, and the Rebels will get in victory formation. The victory formation for the Rebels is actually the shotgun, and Little will take a knee at the 14. They'll mark it at the 15. It'll be 2nd down and 15 yards to go as the clock continues to run. Our primetime sponsors tonight: Family Doctors of Nela, Tom Sanders Building Mart, Zaxby's Monroe and West Monroe, Ronnie Ward Toyota of Ruston, Stryker Orthopedics, Hilton Garden Inn, and Judge Sharon Marchman for 2nd Court of Appeal. The play clock is now under 10. The game clock is at 1:07 and counting. And Lane Little will take the snap, and he'll take a knee about 3 yards behind the line of scrimmage, and the clock continues to run.
Guys, we got to get us offense and defensive and special teams player of the game.
Well, I got my defensive recommendation.
I know who mine is.
You got about 3 or 4 pass breakups, which is really amazing for one game, and then you throw in a pick six. And then he had a couple of tackles too. So I mean, I would put forth or nominate Nobe Harris.
I agree. I second that nomination for that.
Now, and I tell you what, I got a dark horse offensively. He's been doing really well the last 3 or 4 weeks. They've talked about him, how well he's blocked, but he's coming through and making big receptions. I might give a nod to the tight end, the sophomore Rylan Green.
You're right. Lane Little. I think Rylan Green's a great choice. I really do.
Lane Little takes the final snap, and that'll do it here at Rebel Stadium, Don Chow's Field. West Monroe 37, Alexandria 17. So the Rebels get it done in the 1 versus 2 showdown. The Rebels will move to 7-0, 2-0 in District 2 5A. The Ash Trojans will move to 6-1.